Okay, in this video, we're going to illustrate how to make a slideshow collaboratively and then how to use it to make a movie based on a certain science concept or science phenomenon. So here I have a slideshow, and let's say I want to take some slides from this. So I'm just going to grab, like, let's say these two pictures here on the four fundamental forces, and just Command C, and I'll go over to a blank slideshow and just paste them in. I'm going to go to another one. Let's just grab a couple pictures here, and I'll just take those pictures there and put them over here. So now that this slideshow here that I'm making is going to be a combination of these slideshows. Now, you'll also notice when you paste it in, you can also copy them so that they link. So let's say this first one right here, I'll call this is coming from student A, okay? And the second one is coming from student B. Now, they've shared their resources with each other. So they both have access to each other's videos, I should say slideshows. And so now let's say that we go to student B, and this time I'm going to just copy, let's say, a page here on kinetic principle, and I copy this over here to the slideshow. If I paste it in, one of the options it's going to say is, do I want to link it? So if I link it, that means that when it's pasted in, it's going to have all of the changes. If I change the original, it's going to be changed on the final copy. So again, let's just illustrate that one more time here. So let's go ahead and just, let's say, copy this page right here. So I'll copy this, and I'm going to put this into this new developing slideshow. So I'll just paste it in, and the option is going to be, do I want to match the slides in the presentation? Yeah, I'll do that. And then the question is, I can also link it. So when it says link it to the original, that means if I made a change on the original, it would show up here. So I can link different slideshows. So one student might have responsibility in this case for kinematics, and the other one might have for work and energy. And so they're putting together a slideshow, and if you simply copy the slideshows over and link them, then when you make a collaborative slideshows, as student A updates a page here, it's going to reflect on the new one, and the same thing with student B. It's going to reflect on the new one. Now, when you put this together, you now have the basis for making a nice movie, because we can take this now and we can annotate it. Now, right now I'm making this movie here, the one you're watching here, with a resource which is called, what is it called? Screencastify. And you'll see that there's some options that you can't see these on the screen, but I can mark this up with some of the annotations and so forth that are here on the Screencastify. But I can also just use like my mouse pointer to highlight things. So if I want to point things, you can see that I'm pointing them out. Now, again, I'm doing it in the edit mode. It's always best to actually be viewing the slideshow. And so now those same things work. So for example, if I want to start talking about a graviton, you can see that I can talk about the graviton there, this hypothetical particle, or I can start talking about maybe different leptons like the electron neutrino, etc. And now I can also change this on the annotation there, so I can focus on specific things. So if, say, I want to talk about a muon, I can zoom right in on the muon. So there are different types of pointers in Screencastify, and these are all going to be expressed. So you're going to want to use the annotation tool or the pointer tool and so forth in Screencastify. You can also record these using zoom annotations, which of course is another video. But the idea is whatever you create here can be the basis for a movie. You simply narrate it and do a screen capture, either using Screencastify, Zoom, QuickTime, or other screen recorder.